To begin, we'll have fourth graders. Damari Allen was one of our finalists, and he's not here today, so we're sorry about that. Sophia Clifton can stand and stay standing until the end of fourth graders. Milo Gabara, Adam Krasovsky, James Kelly, Daniel Knight, Samantha McCulloch, Claire Murphy, Bo Rentz, Emma Starnes, Mick Weaver, M.E. Wicker, Jack Williams, and Sam Williams. Let's give a round of applause to our fourth graders. Good job, fourth graders. Our fifth grade finalists, please stand. Micah Allen, Lucia Bybee, Eli Cook, Cash Cowart, Coco Cowart, J.D. Daniel, Casey Dement, Amaya Floyd Sims, Adrian Holdo, Samuel Pershine, Cheney Shea, Brooklyn Spencer, Caleb Strickland, and Josie Thrasher. Let's give a round of applause for our fifth graders. Did I miss anybody? Did anybody's name not get called? I want to make sure we don't leave anybody off. Okay, we're all good. All right. Next on our agenda, we are going to go over the spelling bee rules, and Ms. Mullins will read the rules to you. And this is for you to know what's expected, also for the parents to know what the rules are for the spelling bees. Make sure you're listening carefully. We've gone over all of these with you, so you should already know this is just an extra time to hear this. Ms. Mullins?
Okay, so the rules of the spelling bee will change at the very final round, but we'll go over the other rules that'll hold for most of the spelling bee. So we're going to have rounds in the spelling bee. Each speller will be asked to spell a word. We're using our local word list. If you do not understand the word when it's called, please remember that you can ask for a repetition of the pronunciation of the word. You can ask for the word to be used in a sentence, or you can ask for, I believe it's the language of origin of the word. I'll have to double check that. It's a whole lot of rules here. If a word is a homonym, in other words, a word like TO2, TWO2, and TOO2, and we don't tell you, we just say two, and you spell any of them correctly, it's right. But if we use it, if you ask for it in a sentence, and I say a bicycle has two wheels, then you've got to spell TWO. Does that make sense? Okay. You may ask for clarification on the word until the judges have decided that you've got plenty of clarification and they need you to start spelling. Okay. We will not ask for another speller to correct a misspelling. So if one of you misspells a word and then you're out of the spelling bee, we won't ask the next speller to spell it correctly. We're not going to do that, so that's not in a part of the bee. I think if there is an appeal, I will go over the appeal procedure. If somebody thinks that there was a mistake by the judge, then that person needs to stand and be recognized by the judges. If there's an appeal, it's not very common to have an appeal even at the state or national level. We'll go over the end of the bee procedure when two spellers are left at that time. Everybody good?
And students, just as a reminder that if you get the word correct, we'll say correct and you'll go back to your seat. If you get the word incorrect, we'll say incorrect, and you can join Ms. Carlson, who will be in the back, and Ms. Longo is back here, and you can watch the rest of the spelling bee as an audience member. At the very end, we will take a group picture, so we want you to stay here and be with all of us for the spelling bee. I do want to just remind you and the audience that we require that everyone is quiet during the spelling bee, so everyone has their time to be able to spell correctly. And so audience members, if y'all can be quiet, and students, if you could be quiet, so that everyone has that moment to be able to have concentration for the spelling. We also don't applaud between each contestant. We kind of do that at the end of each round. So if you could hold your applause for when students get the word correctly, just so we can move through each round. And I think those are all the directions. Anything else that we want to say? Yes. If, and we went over this before too, but if you start spelling a word, you cannot go back and change the spelling of the word. So if your word is rock and you say R-I-C, R-O-C, you can't do that. You can retrace the letters. So if you spelled rock, R-O-C, and you weren't sure, you went R-O-C-K, that's okay. But you can't change it once you've already made a mistake. Okay, so really concentrate. Make sure you say the word so we know that you have the right word. Spell the word clearly and slowly so we can hear the letters. Since Mama and I are getting old, so we need to be able to keep up with you. Okay, and then say the word again that tells us you're done spelling. Okay, those are the signals that we kind of have. So we're going to do a practice spelling round with some words that are pretty simple, just as a practice so you know what to do. These don't count, so just everyone go back to your seat, even if you get it wrong. It's okay. You ready?
And the advantage of saying the word is if we hear that you heard it wrong, like maybe we said balloons, and you went balloon, then we could go, it's balloons. So it's really good if you say that, we can correct if we know you didn't hear it right.
All right, this is the practice round. So Adrian, go ahead. Fun.
Fun. F-U-N. Fun.
Correct. Red.
Red. R-E-D. Red.
Correct. Pay.
Pay. P-A-Y. Pay.
Correct. Zoo.
Zoo. Z-O-O. Zoo.
Correct. Kill.
Kill. K-I-L-L. Kill.
Correct. There are some crazy words, so just try to be prepared, okay? There's a few weird ones in here. One.
One. O-N-E. One.
Correct. Keep.
Keep. K-E-E-P.
Correct. Burp.
Burp. B-U-R-P. Burp.
Correct.
Who made this?
Lake.
Lake. L-A-K-E. Lake.
Correct. Sick.
Sick. S-I-C-K. Sick.
Correct. Code.
Code. C-O-D-E. Code.
Correct. Air.
Air. A-I-R. Air.
Correct. Gills.
Gills. G-I-L-L-S. Gills.
Correct. Rain.
Rain. R-A-I-N. Rain.
Correct. Yard.
Yard. Y-A-R-D. Yard.
Correct. Salt.
Salt. S-A-L-T. Salt.
Correct. Mind.
Mind. M-I-N-D. Mind.
Correct. Game.
Game. G-A-M-E. Game.
Correct. Pool.
Pool. P-O-O-L.
Correct. Jaws.
Jaws. J-A-W-S. Jaws.
Correct. Happy.
Happy. H-A-P-P-Y. Happy.
Correct. City.
City. C-I-T-Y. City.
Correct. Even.
Even. E-V-E-N. Even.
Correct. Spin.
Spin. S-P-I-N. Spin.
Correct. Badly.
Badly. B-A-D-L-Y. Badly.
Correct. Robe.
Robe. R-O-B-E. Robe.
Correct. Brand.
Brand. B-R-A-N-D. Brand.
Correct. All right, that's the end of the practice round. And one of you asked a good question, which we should have said in the beginning. Where do these words come from? And this is from the Scripps National Spelling Bee list. It's the school pronouncer guide, and every school in Clark County and probably the United States uses the same list. And so these are not words we've chosen. They're the words that are given to us by the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Okay? They also give us the sentences and the definitions, which if you want a sentence or definition read, you can ask for that. And Ms. Mullins will read what is given in the book for the sentence and the definition. The words do get harder as we go from round to round, so you will notice that. And every once in a while, there's a weird word that doesn't seem fair in the middle of a list, and that's just kind of how it is. So a lot of this is about good spelling, but it's also about if you keep your composure and just the luck of the word that you get. Okay, Daniel?
What if you spell a word correct, but the judges think you spelled it wrong because something just happened?
I guess there would be an appeal.
Right.
If someone in the audience felt like the judges, had it.
Sometimes we've had something like that happen before. Sometimes we give you a new word if there's lots of controversy over it, or if I make a mistake, which that can happen. Okay. We're going to get started with spelling bee, the official words. Paper.
Paper. P-A-P-E-R. Paper.
Correct. Soggy.
Soggy. S-O-G-G-Y. Soggy.
Correct. Oink.
Oink. O-I-N-K. Oink.
Correct. Street.
Street. S-T-R-E-E-T. Street.
Correct. Tiptoe.
Tiptoe. T-I-P-T-O-E.
Correct. Make sure you say the word at the end. That way I know you're done spelling. Okay, great. Finch.
Finch. F-I-N-C-H. Finch.
Correct. Mercy.
Mercy. M-E-R-C-Y. Mercy.
Correct.
Try them, give you one more name.
Control the laughter. Okay, it's disruptive to people. Pillows.
Pillows. Pillows. Pillows.
Correct. Alarm.
Alarm. ALARM. Alarm.
Correct. Pizza.
Pizza. PIZZA. Pizza.
Correct. View.
View. VIEW. View.
Correct. Loaf.
Loaf. LOAF. Loaf.
Correct. Forest.
Forest. FORREST. Forest.
We're going to accept that because it's a homonym. Yes. Relax.
Relax. RELAX. Relax.
Correct. Shiny.
Shiny. SHINY.
Correct. Type.
Type. TIPE. Type.
That is incorrect. Disco.
Disco. DISCO. Disco.
Correct. Latch.
Latch. LACH. Latch.
That is incorrect. Sloth.
Sloth. SLOTH. Sloth.
Correct. Hours.
Hours. HOURS. Hours.
Correct. Maple.
Maple. MAPLE. Maple.
Correct. Plaster.
Plaster. PLASA.
That's incorrect. Quest.
Quest. QUEST. Quest.
Correct. Invent.
Invent. INVENT. Invent.
Correct. Splinter.
Splinter. SPLINTER. Splinter.
Correct. Royal.
Royal. ROYAL. Royal.
Correct. Whenever.
Whenever. Whenever. Whenever.
Correct. All right, first round done. Let's give a round of applause for our students. All right, we're going to keep going. Again, words will get more challenging as we go on. If you're not sure what the word is, make sure you ask for a definition or a sentence. Bacon.
Bacon. B-A-C-O-N. Bacon.
Correct. Wrong.
Wrong. W-R-O-N-G. Wrong.
Correct. Tangled.
Tangled. T-A-N-G-L-E. Tangled.
It was tangled with a D at the end, so it is incorrect. Otters.
Otters. O-T-T-E-R-S. Otters.
Correct. Gremlin.
Gremlin. Using a sentence.
When the machine broke down for the 5th time, Joey joked that they must have a gremlin at the warehouse.
Gremlin. G-R-E-M-L-I-N. Gremlin.
Correct. Artistic.
Artistic. A-R-T-I-S-T-I-C. Artistic.
Correct. Grown.
Grown. G-R-O-W-N. Grown.
Correct. Siren.
The warning sound of the fire truck siren changed as the vehicle approached the intersection.
Siren. S-I-R-E-N. Siren.
Correct. Shavings.
Shavings. S-H-A-V-I-N-G-S. Shavings.
Correct. Tireless.
Tireless. T-I-R-E-L-E-S-S. Tireless.
Correct. Clumsy.
Clumsy. C-L-U-M-S-Y. Clumsy.
Correct. Factory.
Factory. F-A-C-T-O-R-Y. Factory.
Correct. Poodles.
Poodles are a good choice to pet for people with allergies because they do not shed like most other dog breeds.
Poodles. P-O-O-D-L-E-S. Poodles.
Correct. Inspire.
Inspire. I-N-S-P-I-R-E. Inspire.
Correct. Boasted.
Boasted. B-O-A-S-T-E-D. Boasted.
Correct. Abnormal.
Abnormal. A-B-N-O-R-M-A-L.
Correct. Casey, I think you're next. Gravity.
Gravity. G-R-A. Gravity.
Correct. Borrowed.
Borrowed. B-O-R-R-O-W-E-D. Borrowed.
Correct. Pleats.
Can you use that in the sentence, please?
Kushi picked a skirt with pleats and paired it with a ruffled blouse.
Please. P-L-E-A-T-S. Please.
Correct. Scratched.
Scratched. S-C-R-A-T-C-H-E-D. Scratched.
Great, yes, correct. Ghost.
Ghost. G-H-O-S-T. Ghost.
Correct. Distorted.
Distorted. D-I-S-T-O-R-T-E-D.
Correct. Mission.
Mission. M-I-S-S-I-O-N. Mission.
Correct. Shriek.
Shriek. S-H-R-E-I-C-K.
That's incorrect. Adrian? Majestic.
Majestic. M-A-J-E-S-T-I-C. Majestic.
Correct. Universe.
Universe. U-N-I-V-E-R-S-E. Universe.
Correct. Signals.
Can I have the definition, please?
Signals, sounds or gestures made to give warning or command.
Signals. S-I-N. A-L-S.
That's incorrect, sorry. Guidance.
Guidance. G-U-I-D-A-N-C. Guidance.
Correct. Custard.
Custard. C-U-S-T-A-R-D. Custard.
Correct. Eliminate.
Eliminate. E-L-I-M-I-N-A-T-E. Eliminate.
Correct. Glands.
Can you please have the definition?
Glands are cells or groups of cells that selectively remove materials from the blood, modify them, and send them back out so the body can further use them or eliminate them. Glands.
Glands. G-L-A-N-D-S. Glands.
Correct. Relics.
Can I have that in a sentence, please?
Gloria kept letters and other relics of her youth in an old suitcase in her closet. Relics.
R-E-C. Can I just like give up?
That's incorrect, sorry. Good try. Stylish.
Stylish. S-T-Y-L-I-S-H, stylish.
Correct. Creatures.
Creatures. C-R-E-A-T-U-R-E-S.
Correct. Say the word again. Sprouted.
Sprouted. S-P-R-O-U-A-T-E-D.
That's incorrect, sorry. Despair.
Despair. D-I-S-P-A-I-R, despair.
That's incorrect, sorry. Youthful.
Youthful. Y-O-U-T-H-F-U-L.
Correct. Champion.
Champion. C-H-A-M-P-I-O-N. Champion.
Correct. Spectators.
Spectators. S-P-E-C-T-O-R-S.
It's incorrect, sorry. Mirror.
Mirror. M-I-R-R-L-R. Mirror.
Correct. Captivity.
Captivity. C-A-P-T-I-V-I-T-Y.
Correct. Gentleman.
Gentleman. G-E-N-T-L-E-M-E-N. Gentleman.
You have to say that's incorrect because you started with a J. Sorry. Pronounce.
Pronounce. P-R-O-N-O-U-N-C-E. Pronounce.
Correct. Infinity.
Infinity. I-N-F-I-N-I-T-Y. Infinity.
Correct. Construction.
Construction. C-O-N-S-T-R-U-C-C-I-O-N. Construction.
Correct. Resemble.
Resemble. R-E-S-E-M-B-L-E. Resemble.
Correct. Leopard.
Leopard. L-E-O-P-A-R-D.
B-E-O-P-A-R-D, leopard.
Correct. Beneath. Beneath.
Beneath. B-E-N-E-A-T-H, beneath.
Correct. Flail.
Flail. F-L-A-I-L, flail.
Correct. Qualify.
Qualify. Q-U-A-L-I-F-Y, qualify.
Correct. Dormer. Dormer.
Sentence, please.
Alan added a dormer to his attic to make the space brighter and more usable.
Dormer.
Dormer. D-O-R-M-O-R, dormer.
That's incorrect. Hoisted.
Definition, please.
Hoisted is to move from one place to another, or let me try that again. Hoisted, moved from one place to another by or as if by lifting.
Hoist. H-O-I-S-T-E-D, hoisted.
Correct. And students, if you're out from the spelling bee, I really need you to sit quietly to the side over there. I know I'm distracted and you're kind of behind me, but people who are looking at you might be more distracted. So you're welcome to get a book, but please sit quietly. Banishment.
Could I have the word again, please?
Banishment.
Banishment. B-A-N-I-S-H-M-E-N-T. Banishment.
Correct. Penalty.
Penalty. P-E-N. A-L-T-E, penalty.
That's incorrect, sorry. Mockingly.
Mockingly. M-O-C-K-I-N-G-L-Y, mockingly.
Correct. Perish.
And I have the definition.
Perish, to become destroyed or ruined. A synonym would be die, to die.
P-A-R-I-S-H.
That's incorrect, sorry for that definition. Furled. Sorry, hold on. Did we make a mistake in order?
Yes.
Okay. Who's next? Okay. Sorry about that, Jason. Casey, your word is furled.
Verb. Can you put that in the sentence?
The sailors furled the sails before the storm hit.
Verb. F-U-L-A-R-E.
That's incorrect, sorry. Guys.
Guys. G-U-Y-S, guys.
That's correct. Dismissal.
Dismissal. D-I-S-M-I-S-S-A-L. S M I S L E.
That's incorrect. Supposedly. Supposedly. Supposedly.
S U P P O S U.
It's incorrect, sorry. Irked.
Earth. IRKED. Earth.
Correct. Ruefully.
Could I have that in a sentence?
Mikey ruefully replied that he hadn't been able to bring any lunch with him.
Ruefully.
Ruefully. ROOFLY. Ruefully.
It's incorrect, sorry. Adrian? Adrian, have a seat for just a minute, okay?
God, I cannot take this stress. I can't take it. I'm going to like collapse. Just like, I just faint. Yeah.
Okay, your word is pennant.
Pennant. Andre's team won the high school baseball pennant after a grueling season.
Pennant. PENNANT. Pennant.
Correct. Recognition. Recognition.
Recognition. RECOGNITION.
Correct. Rising.
Amber flopped about, writhing on the ground and moaning in agony, until her brother reminded her there was only a mosquito bite.
Say it again, sorry.
Writhing,
Say it one more time.
writhing.
W,
Hold on, say the word.
oh, sorry, writhing. WRITHING, writhing.
Correct. Fulcrum,
Fulcrum, FULCRUM, fulcrum.
correct. Conservatory,
Conservatory. CONSERVATORY. Conservatory.
that's incorrect, sorry. Alabaster,
Can I have the word again, please? The word again, please.
alabaster,
Alabaster. ALABASTER. Alabaster.
correct. Miniature,
Miniature. MINAUTAUR. Yeah, miniature.
incorrect, sorry. Paramedic,
Paramedic. PAMINADIC.
that's incorrect, sorry. Buzzard,
Buzzard. BUZZARD. Buzzard.
correct. Antagonism,
Antagonism. ANTAGONISM. Antagonism.
correct. Fugitive, fugitive,
Fugitive. FUGITIVE.
correct. Make sure you say the word, that makes me know that you're done with the word, yeah. Culprits,
Culprits. Use it in sentence, please.
Bruno demanded that the culprits responsible for littering in his yard be held responsible for their actions.
CULLPRITS. Culprits.
that's incorrect, sorry. Peasantry,
Peasantry. PEASANTRY. Peasantry.
correct. Humanitarian,
Humanitarian. HUMANITARIAN. Humanitarian.
correct. Percussion,
Can I read how you use it in a sentence?
Bystanders in the area of the car accident said they heard the sound of a crash and then felt the percussion of a massive explosion.
Percussion.
It's incorrect, sorry. Diabolical.
Diabolical. Diabolical. Diabolical.
Correct. Abolition.
Abolition. Can I have an answer, please?
The abolition of slavery in the United States wasn't fully realized until December 1865, when the 13th Amendment to the Constitution was adopted.
Abolition. Abolition.
Correct. Martyr.
Martyr. Martyr.
Correct. Extricates.
I have a word again, please.
Extricates.
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 EXTRICATES. Extricates.
Correct. Garbanzo.
Garbanzo. GARBONZO. Garbanzo.
That's incorrect, sorry. Diminutive. Diminutive.
Can I have an
Mhm.
Anika's grandmother gave her a diminutive tea set that was given to her when she was a little girl.
DIMINUTIVE.
Correct. Clavicle.
Please repeat the word.
Clavicle.
Clavicle. CLAVICAL. Clavicle.
That is incorrect. Samuel, I'm going to come up to spell wrong. We're going through a whole round and you're the end of a round, so. Yep. Your word is lustrous.
Lustrous. LUSTROUS. Lustrous.
Correct. Great, so now we have two competitors left, and now the rules will change, so listen carefully when Ms. Mullins reads the rules when it's a competition between two spellers.
The end of the B procedure changes just a little bit. So if all spellers in a round, or two spellers left, misspell or answer, well, we're not doing vocabulary, so if all spellers in a round misspell the word, then it's going to go back to the first speller with a new spelling round and a new word. If only one speller in a round spells correctly, then, hold on, these are very. If only one speller spells correctly in a round with two spellers left, a new one-word spelling round begins, and that speller that spelled it correctly is given an opportunity to spell the next word on the list. If they succeed in correctly spelling that word, they are declared the champion. If both spellers miss the word, it's going to go back to the first speller. Yeah.
Sagacity.
Sagacity?
Mhm.
Can I hear it in a sentence, please?
Yes. Chuck's sagacity made him the finest detective in the arson unit.
Sagacity. Sagacity.
It is not correct.
But just
Have a seat, because now Samuel will need to spell 2 words correctly. Okay. Relinquish. Say the word. Relinquish.
Relinquish. Relinquish. Relinquish.
That is correct. And your next word is juniper.
Juniper. Juniper. Juniper.
Correct. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Samuel. Samuel's a repeat champion. He was our champion last year in last year's spelling bee. And congratulations to James. Come on back up. Who's our runner-up. Good job. Samuel will represent our school in the district spelling bee, and James will attend the spelling bee as a runner-up. So congratulations. Good job. All right.